Hi everyone, welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Bethany.
And I'm Ken.
And we're just a strange duo in love that love some Stranger Things. And
It's the finale, a huge, long-ass finale.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to break this up into parts. We're not able to watch this in one viewing with our dogs and whatnot. And so, yeah, we'll see. Chapter 9, The Piggyback. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Damn.
That's like a Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Phase 1, we meet Erica at the playground. She'll signal Max and Lucas when we're ready. Phase 2.
Max baits Vecna. He'll go after her, which will put him in his trance.
Phase 3.
He then draws back to it.
4. We head into Vecna's hopefully newly bat-free lair and flambe.
Nobody moves on to the next phase until it's all copied. Nobody deviates from the plan, no matter what.
Got it?
Got it.
Yeah, but we all know the plans always go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
So deviation will have to happen. There's no mattress on that side to catch you.
Oh, slick move.
Nice.
Simple. She's got the gloves and everything. Nancy's ready.
Gotcha.
Can
Kiss
you
her.
two just kiss already? Yeah, Eddie. What is he wearing?
I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's genius.
Yes.
And try to be cute or be a hero or something, okay? You guys are just
decoys. You can be the hero, Steve.
Absolutely. And look at us. We are not heroes.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
She was destined for an alternate dimension. What do you say, Anderson?
Awesome.
Are you ready for the most metal concert in the history of the world?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Let's do it.
I can't wait for this.
Mm-hmm. Good luck, Al.
I found them. They're carrying a light. What are you waiting for, asshole? Huh? I'm right here. It's not working.
What's not working?
Max's plan. I thought about what you said. About how I wanted my brother to die. I knew that he drove too fast, so I would imagine him crashing, dying in that stupid car. Now when I lie in bed at night, I pray that something will happen to me.
Damn.
That something terrible will happen to me.
Oh, Max.
And I just want you to take me away.
Right to his ego.
And I want you.
But with some truth.
Is that all true? You wanted Billy to die.
Why are you talking?
Because it's not Lucas.
You ever have thoughts like that about me? Normal people don't fantasize about killing other people, Max.
Lucas, please.
I thought you were getting better.
It's not Lucas.
But you're not. You're sick.
Lucas, you don't mean that.
You will be the chosen one, the fourth, the final sacrifice. It's going to be you that breaks the world. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sir. Stay away from me.
Yes, I'll take you away.
I said stay away! I'm coming. Just hold on a little longer. I am in a memory. A Max memory.
Okay, she's in, and is she in phase 3?
She's in. Move on to phase 3. Copy that.
Come on.
Phase 3.
Yes! Time to get metal! Turn it to 11.
This is for you.
Yes!
He was really good. Let's go.
Interesting, a little Metallica, like who else goes? Time for guitar solo. Yes!
Way to go, Eddie.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
Listen, I want you done. Listen, you need to leave. Please, just No, stay. I'm gonna back away to the top of the stairs there. And I'll watch as you wake her up from whatever the hell this is. If I wake her too soon, we all die. You don't wake her up right now, you die, Sinclair.
Sounds like gunfire out there.
I think it's them crashing into the gate.
I know.
They're on the roof.
Oh.
They can't get anything you can.
Didn't fortify that. Oh shit. Hey, Nancy, way to go into action. I was about to say, there you go, Steve.
Crap.
Shit. Yeah!
Is there evidence?
Is that what?
Any other vents?
Oh, okay. Shit.
Close the door, close the door, close the door. Eddie, go. Go, Eddie.
Come on, Eddie.
Eddie, get up there,
Shit.
get up there, Eddie. Don't stop.
No. He's not gonna be the guy that ran in. Oh god. If he dies, I'm gonna be so pissed.
So upset.
It's hard. There's no cult. There never was. You expect me to believe that? It's the truth. And why was
That's the one thing you don't believe.
She was buying drugs. Liar! She was seeing things. Terrible things. See, that's how I know you're lying. If Christy was scared, if Christy wanted help, she would have come to me. Not Eddie. Not that freak, never. I thought I wanted to be like you. I was just a raging psychopath. You have 5 seconds to wake her up. 3.
He's braver than you are.
Yeah.
Go!
Yeah! Crit hit? Is that what you said? Nice.
No. You bastard! You know what? I'm kind of really hoping Vecna takes you, you dick. Come on, Elle. Where are you?
You are weak and fragile, just like him. Like all the rest of them.
Yes! Feel familiar? Getting owned by Elle?
Yeah. Oh, Eddie, don't die.
I know.
Dusty, what do you...
He's gonna try to jump up there?
Dusty, it's
No
never
way.
gonna work.
He's gonna fall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Damn.
Yeah?
Dusty has hops. Oh, God, Eddie.
Oh! He threw out his shoulder?
I don't know, but it did not look like a good landing.
I didn't know what to do, so I ran a bit. I just ran and I left the bed.
Because we are not heroes.
Yeah, you are, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, Lucas!
Here we go.
Guy's a lot bigger than you. Oh, shit.
You son of a bitch.
Are you? Are you real? Did I make you? I'm real. How? I piggybacked from a pizza dough freezer. What? Stay back.
I mean, like Western music.
Mm-hmm. The showdown at the OK Corral.
If you touch her again, I will kill you again.
Is that what you did? Did you kill me?
Oh, he broke his leg. That's what he did. I thought he landed weird on his leg, but... Oh, Dusty. They're actually doing not so bad.
I mean... Okay, nice. It's like they're just toying with him at this point.
Yeah. Come on, Ellie, you're stronger than this. Come on, Ellie, you're stronger.
I'll kill you. I want you to watch. You and I, we are different. You do not see. However, he did not make me into this. You did. At first, I believed you were second to my death. I became an explorer. I found the most extraordinary thing of all. I saw a means to realize my potential, to transcend my human form, to become the predator I was always born to be.
The Mind Flayer.
It's like a giant spider.
Mm-hmm.
thought it means to open my own doors. I saw your power.
All this time, we've been building it.
Once again, you have freed me. Your friends have lost.
Oh. Come on, Erica.
Nothing you can do to stop this now. Hawkins will burn and fall in the rest of this senseless, broken world. And I will be there. I will be there to pick up the pieces when it dies.
Oh my god, no.
And remake it into something beautiful. There was a time when I had hoped to have you by my side, but now I just want you to watch. Don't be afraid. It will all be over soon.
All right, what's gonna give?
Lucas. No, don't leave. Let's watch this. Come on, Elle.
Al, can you hear me? Al, come on, wake up! Wake up, Al! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Help me! Al, can you hear me? Al! Al! Al!
Say you love her.
Don't stop. Okay, you're the heart. Okay, remember that. You're the heart.
I don't know if you can hear this, but if you can, I want you to know I'm here, okay? I'm right here. And I love you.
Fine.
El, do you hear me? I love you.
Come on,
I'm
Elle.
sorry I don't say more. It's not because I'm scared of you. I'm not. I've never felt that way. Never. But I am scared that one day you'll realize you don't need me anymore. And I thought that if I said how I felt, it would somehow make that day hurt more. But the truth is, El, I don't know how to live without you. I feel like my life started that day we found you in the woods. You were wearing that yellow Benny's Burgers t-shirt, and it was so big it almost swallowed you whole.
Come on, Elle.
And I knew right then and there, in that moment, I loved you. And I've loved you every day since. I love you on your good days. I love you on your bad days. I love you with your powers. I love you without your powers. I love you for exactly who you are. You're my superhero.
So be the superhero.
I can't lose you,
Kick ass.
okay? Do you hear me? I can't lose you. You can do anything. You can fly. You can move mountains. I believe that. I really do.
Yeah. You just gotta believe in yourself. Come on now.
Fight, okay? El, do you hear me? You need to fight.
Come on, Elle.
You have to fight.
Is she in control of it now? Jeez.
Game on.
Yeah. Yeah!
Yeah, Lucas! Knock some sense into that absolute asshole.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus.
No. No, Max. Come on, Max. Come on,
Oh, Eddie. Oh, freaking, oh my God.
Max. No. Can't look at it. Can't look at it. Oh, God, her leg. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Don't say no. Just take care of it.
Yeah. Nancy, remember your focus? I'm like, let's get it done.
You and your friends believe you have one
Shoot him,
girl.
Nancy.
She's gonna be in so much pain.
Yep. You got more Molotov cocktails. Light them. Toss them.
I think they want to make sure it's gonna have an effect. He's getting up and he's on fire. Yeah, Nancy!
Nice stank face.
I know, she's got a great stank face.
Gone.
Oh, God, Eddie. No, you're gonna be fine. We just gotta get you to a hospital, okay? All right. Come on.
No. No.
Oh, fuck this.
I didn't run away this time, right?
No. You didn't run.
You're gonna have to look after those. They'll shoot for me.
No, you're gonna do that yourself.
Nah, man. Say I'm gonna look after them. Say it.
I'm gonna look after
Just imagine graduation. I think it's my year, Anderson. I think it's finally my year. I love you, Dad.
Eddie. Come on. Eddie.
Oh, shit.
We need a doctor! Call an ambulance! Hurry, call an ambulance!
I'm here.
I can't see anything.
It's okay. We're gonna get you some help, okay? Just hold on.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
I know.
I don't want to die. I'm not ready.
You're not gonna die. Hang on.
I want to push me.
You're not gonna die. Just hang on. Max, no, Max, stay with me.
America, help!
Max, stay with me. Max, stay with me.
Shit. It's different like that, too.
Son of a bitch.
Oh!
Don't feel really bad about him at all.
No.
I swear to God, there better be a twist at the end where it was like, just kidding, that's what might have happened.
Yeah,
He's
like
fine. Max is fine. Here's what really happened. That's the only way this is okay.
No. You're not going.
Can reverse time?
Elle can do whatever the hell she wants.
She better go back and heal Eddie.
Yeah, seriously.
Mr. Mr. Munson? I was with him. I was with him when the earthquake hit.
Where is Eddie now?
Toast.
I'm so sorry.
Can't really explain to my dad a hero.
God, I hope he tries anyway.
I wish everyone had gotten to know him. Really know him.
He's awesome.
Loved him. Mr. Munson. They would have loved him.
We all do.
Even in the end. He never stopped being Eddie. Despite everything. I never even saw him get mad. He could have run. He could have saved himself. But he fought. He fought and died to protect this town. This town that hated him. He isn't just innocent.
He's a hero.
Mr. Munson, he's a hero.
I just can't see Dustin cry.
I know. That was so heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Sorry I wasn't here.
That's like a really nice piece of wood. Where'd they find
To be
that?
honest, I'm kind of glad you weren't. I'm glad you were with Mike. And Will.
I'm glad you're here too. Otherwise we'd have been in charge. Steve.
He's actually grown quite a bit, you know?
Yeah. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's just. You know, it's hard. Your application letter. Did it ever come?
No. No. Not yet.
Oh, you're gonna say, I'm gonna tell you everything. And then you don't.
Uh-huh.
Paul Reiser? Oh, yeah!
Hank.
Aww.
Oh, she needed that. Some kind of good news.
You look.
Terrible.
Not that.
Your hair.
Your hair.
Oh, no.
No, Will. No.
No.
It's not Snow,
it
it's
is not.
Ash. So,
Yeah.
we said if Eddie died, we would riot.
So that's what we're gonna have to do.
Well, those son of a bitch writers, because they gave him such a good death
Yeah. Very
that
fitting.
I can't riot. I can be really mad at them still, and I am. They made me like cry on my reaction and sort of like going towards the ugly cry with like the Kleenex having to happen because yeah, that really hurt, and I'm devastated that Eddie is not going to continue on to following seasons because he was such a wonderful and beloved character. I kind of love that they've taken the character of Eddie and made him not only so wonderful, but also a hero of the story who made the ultimate sacrifice in it. And for a town that treated him like crap. You know, I just think there's a really important lesson in there. And I love the moment between Dusty and it's not his dad, right? It's his uncle.
His uncle, yeah.
And his uncle, to convey what Eddie meant to him. And I can't talk about it, or I'm going to start crying. But
yeah, because Dusty, when he started to cry, I started to lose it there too. Like Eddie set me up, and then when Max died, that was when I like kind of broke down. I mean, well, Max when she died, and then Elle brought her back, but
well, I mean, maybe she hasn't woken up.
Yeah, she hasn't woken up. She's still in her coma, or whatever. And when she went into her brain, there's just empty, just blackness. And so we'll see what happens with that. So it was very well done, and I am glad that they gave Eddie a proper send off. Really wanted to see him stick with the group, but I don't know what they would have done with his character after this season. So they made the right choice. What
a great final episode though! Like he gets an awesome guitar solo. I mean, he just gets to rock out on the camper, and then he saves Dusty, conquers his fear, doesn't run away, is a hero. I mean, like if you're gonna have a send off, if you're gonna have to leave a show, if you're gonna have to die, Eddie did it the right way. Yeah,
agreed. I also just like how it all came together. I mean, really kind of came together a lot in episode 8, where like the start of the crack, and like Elle like made the crack, and then like going into the darkness to try to find one. It's really well done. I mean, like so I imagine that they had this all mapped out like since season 1. I mean, this entire thing has been put together, and they already knew like where they were going from start to finish, which I think is why it's done so well.
Yeah, because it wasn't just one successful season where they suddenly go, oh shit, we need to make another season.
Yeah. Exactly.
I really like what they did at the end with Will, because Will was sort of like the quiet kid, and could easily be the wallflower in the group. And then he had his terrible experience last season, and so had sort of this, I don't know, this brewing darkness that could have been in him, or there was something maybe off about Will. We were all a little bit nervous about him. And then he just seemed to be a completely normal kid going through unrequited love and like, all of that. But then at the end, what we all kind of feared from the very beginning of the season of something going on in him, he says, I can still feel him.
Yep.
And you kind of see that sort of like, almost like the hair on the back of his neck rises. And just the way that they did that was so well done. The actor playing Will, I never remember his acting as being like subpar or anything not great, but this season he's just stuck out to me as being so great.
Yeah.
Not like a one-note tortured soul, not like, ooh, I'm going to be the brooding, like, inner evil thing. Like, no, he's told such a wonderfully authentic human perspective to dealing with some incredibly human things and then some incredibly not human things.
Yeah.
And the actor has handled both with such finesse. I mean, I'm very impressed with him.
I was also really impressed with how Lucas handled that scene. With Max, like that scene with him and Max when he was losing her, and Elle was there too, and they were all crying. That one really got me and broke me up.
Well, it wasn't just how he handled it with Max that also impressed me. It was how he handled it with like the jock asshole.
Yeah.
That moment of, I wanted to be you.
Yeah.
Like I was, because like that's exactly what I didn't like about Lucas at the start of the season. I'm like, oh, you're doing that thing of like trying to be popular and someone you're not. And, so that's exactly why I was so turned off to him. And then at the end of the season, I mean, not only has he won me over by fighting so hard for Max and to bring her through this, but to go to that kid and realize like what makes you so popular and like whatever is all fictitious. None of it's real. It's just all this image that you're projecting that's fake because it's covering up a whole bunch of fear and insecurity. And I loved how the actor handled everything in the attic. I just thought was flawless performance. Hopper's back.
Yeah.
Which we knew, but Elle didn't know, and so that, oh man. Because I was already so emotionally raw from Eddie dying, and then Max, and then Dusty crying over Eddie. That, like, when we got to the point of Elle crying for Hopper, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to lose it all over again. But what a great scene for them to finally be reunited.
It was nice seeing them happy for, like, a brief second before they, you know, all then looked up and saw the ash falling and their world changing even more. Like, oh yeah, no, right, we're not allowed to be happy right now. That's not allowed.
Which, you know, so that brings up the question of what the heck is going to happen next season?
I think they're all going to die. I think Vecna, one, whatever his name is, I think he's going to win. And I think that in the end, he will be the hero. And we'll see his vision for the world, and we'll be like, yeah, that was the right move. What was your favorite episode?
Oh.
It's tough, right?
It can't be this one because they killed Eddie. It just can't be this one.
Yeah,
it's not this one.
I think...
Go ahead.
No. You go first.
I was going to say, I think maybe the last one.
Yeah, episode 8.
Because, like, man, Nancy just, like, we're going to have a plan, and she's so badass, and Max is there being like, yeah, I'm going to go in. And Elle gets her powers back, and it was just kind of, like, all these, like, super awesome female warriors are like, we're going in. And I'm like, oh, yeah!
And we got so many answers to all the questions we had for the season, and it was just, you know, so it was great. It did the perfect way of answering all the questions you had so far, but then setting up the finale so well by getting you so pumped up by, like, you know, all right, we're going to go in and take on Vecna. All right, now we got to go and save them. You're like, how are they all going to get together? You know, like, who is the jock guy going to go to? Like, which house? Like, we debated whether it was going to go to the house with Lucas and where Erica were, or if he was going to go to the trailer and, like, stop them there and mess up something like that was going on with that. There's a lot more hell yeah moments in that one as well. And Eddie didn't die, so that was, yeah, episode 8 for sure, the best.
And also, and this, I mean, I don't know, maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but I like Nancy and Steve better than I like Nancy and Jonathan. Like, those two just have a great on-screen chemistry. It comes through so strongly. When she was finally reunited with Jonathan, I thought, ooh, we're going to have a hard conversation.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, we're fine. And seems to, like, fall back into a rhythm with Jonathan. And I was like,
no, they're doomed because Jonathan, like, neither of them can be honest with each other. Like, clearly there's something that Nancy's holding back something, and then
that she's secretly still in love with Steve.
Yeah, and Jonathan's now holding back something, like, has been holding back something for a while. When you can't be honest like that, and you can't say your true feelings, then it's never gonna work, and it's already over. It's already broken.
Or even be your true self. Like,
that's more important. I
think, you know, being dishonest with your words is indicative of a larger picture of not being able to show who you truly are in one way or another. Like, I think one of the best things about our relationship is, like, we can be silly. Like, we it's not all about being glamorous and good looking and putting on the best impression. It's like, no, we get stressed out in front of each other and we calm each other down. We are silly with each other. We are nonsensical. We say stupid things, but, like, turn it into a joke. I mean, like, that's what you need, is you need somebody who sees you in your worst moments and is like, you know, exactly like what Mike said to Elle. You know, I love you when you're a superhero. I love you when you're not. I love you on your best days. I love you on your worst days. I mean, like, that is, I don't know if you know, like, 14-year-old Mike and Elle are going to go the distance because they're 14, but that speech to her, that is the kind of love that you ultimately hope to find with someone.
Yeah, and I think it's also, like, by not saying anything, you're also not putting trust in the other person, that they're going to be able to, like, Jonathan's not putting trust in Nancy that she's going to be able to handle what he has to say, and that, you know, she's going to be able to really kind of, like, listen to his concerns and why he's doing what he's doing. Like, she won't be able to understand that. And Nancy doesn't want to, like, you know, admit that she has these feelings because she doesn't want to hurt Jonathan, and she doesn't have, like, you know, and maybe by saying this, like, Jonathan will be like, okay, yeah, well, like, you know, I can totally understand that you guys have been through so much, and now you, like, I wasn't there, and now he, you know, you just went through this other big ordeal with him, and, like, I mean, I can totally understand why there would still be, like, you know, that spark there,
But the fact that you told me that and you didn't hold it back means that there is something still here too.
Yep.
And that, so, and I think that's worth fighting for. Like, that starts the conversation going. But if you're not honest, then, you can never have that conversation, and, you may never have that conversation. It might just end without, you getting that moment, and then that's when the regret sets in.
Yep, because that communication could have saved the whole thing.
So at the end of the season, who were your top 3 favorite characters? I think mine were, Dusty's number 1 for me.
100%.
He's not going into next season, but Eddie's number 2.
Yep.
And then 3 is tough. 3 is I really liked Nancy in this one. I also like Steve. And Elle's always a badass. So how could you not like Elle? But she's like the hero, and like I don't know, we're supposed to love her, and so it's a little bit easier. I'm gonna go with Steve as my number 3.
I want to cheat and I want to make them couples.
You can't make them couples.
Eddie's number 1.
Ooh, Eddie gets the top spot.
Eddie's top spot, and here's why. Exactly what Dusty said when he was talking to his uncle. He never stopped being Eddie.
Yeah.
And he saw some crazy shit. And he was put in an impossible situation when I think the kind of situation that any of us would lose ourselves if we saw a friend murdered and then were being hunted by the law. Those are the situations that test your character.
Yeah.
And Eddie's character was 100% him 100% of the time. He never lost his heart, and he faced his fears in a situation that, like, I'm sorry, you should have been peeing your pants with fear.
Yeah.
Having seen what Vecna can do, going into the Upside Down, facing those monsters, being literally eaten alive, for him to hang on to being Eddie, for him to have the impact that he did on us as the audience, he has to have the top spot. Dusty can get it in other seasons. I love Dusty, and Dusty, you are amazing for some reason watching this, which you're not. But Dusty, you will get it in other seasons. This has to go to Eddie because it's his one and only. So I'm going to have Eddie cancel out Dusty because they're very similar. So I'm going to have to put Dusty on a future season. Elle.
She gets number 2.
She gets number 2, and the reason she gets number 2 is because she's gone from being a kid with phenomenal powers to being a woman with phenomenal powers in this. And that journey, I think, she was something awesome to behold, which she always has been, but the fact that she can do it yet again in a way that is still incredibly interesting to us. That it's not like, oh yeah, we know Elle's gonna come in, save the day, whatever. No, like, she experienced loss. Like, she lost around in this. She's potentially losing a best friend. She didn't come out clean this time. And having to deal with all of that on top of being a normal kid, having, your first I love you, having the bullies at school, humiliate. I mean, like, she has to deal with normal kid stuff and then also with impossible adult stuff. And in the past, she's kind of managed to do so and come out still retaining a kid, which is a kid's spirit, which is why we love her. But in this one, you really saw her come into her adulthood. And I think that puts her in number 2. Plus, you just gotta love the, like, Millie Bobby Brown mean mug look. When she's looking at Vecna, she's got that look, and she's mastered it. And then I was torn between Nancy and Steve for the 3rd spot. But I also have to agree, it's gotta go to Steve.
Okay.
And here's why for Steve.
I thought I was gonna go to Nancy for you.
And I've like shouted out the women in this a ton, and they deserve it. But here's why it has to go to Steve. If you can be a character that I despise, and you make me absolutely love you again, you're fighting an uphill battle. Steve did that, and he did that in this kind of remarkably flawless way. That, like, it happened without me knowing it at first. And it's like, to have it be like, oh no, we're going to set it up so that you have to like this character again. But no, he did it in this way that was so disarming and caught me unawares. And then I just realized, like, I'm cheering for him. I'm really cheering for him. And Nancy's always been a good girl. She's always been a hero. So, like, for her to continue that path and get stronger is super admirable. And I'm like, watching this and 100% like, you're Nancy. But she hasn't undergone the transformation like Steve has, from being detestable to being lovable. And like I said, I really want him to wind up with Nancy now.
And just to circle back to Eddie, because we won't get a chance to talk about Eddie next season. Maybe he'll be in flashbacks.
This is like our in memoriam we love you Eddie episode.
When you were talking about the fact that he, faced these fears and he didn't run and he stayed and he fought. Everyone else was obviously very brave going in there and going up against a much tougher foe. And they might but I think a lot of their courage came from the fact that they had won before. They had fought these kind of creatures, and they've already had their holy shit, I can't believe this is happening moment. But they had Elle there always to back them up, and most of the reasons that they won were because of Elle. And so even though they didn't have Elle going into this one, they still had that confidence of winning. Eddie never had that. Eddie never had that win. Pretty much, it just seems like in life he never really had that win. He always had, it was always a struggle for him. Which is why I really sad at the end. He was like, I think this is finally going to be my year.
Yeah, oh.
So the fact that he was able to find that courage, not, having never seen a win before like that, I think again just shows how brave he was.
Very well said.
So the villains in this one were actually pretty good. I enjoyed them all. I mean, the colonel or whatever, or the general, whoever he was, the military guy that was torturing that one dude.
The FBI guy.
The FBI guy, yeah. That so he's the lowest one on the totem pole as far as the villains go. Then it was probably the jock guy who I just did this, despised, but he was kind of one note, that guy. But my number 3 spot for the villains go. So if we're doing our top 3 villains, I'm doing it in reverse order now. I told you 5 and 4. So they don't make the top 3. But they were the villains in there, and I think they didn't make the top 3 because even though I despised them and I didn't like them, they were all very one note. My 3rd spot goes to Angela. I thought she was a really great bully, and the actress did it played it so perfectly.
Yeah,
it invoked a very visceral response, and and I think we said at the time, everyone has met that person in high school before. I enjoyed her character. Even though I really hated her, I enjoyed the portrayal of Angela. So that's why she gets number 3. 2 is Papa. For the villain. Some might say he's not a villain, but I think he is a villain.
Yeah.
The mad scientist. Maybe he was right, and maybe Elle wasn't ready to face Vecna or one, but again, if she didn't go, then the world would have been lost anyways. So she made the right decision, and it was more so the fact that just the control he was trying to put over her, and the fact that at the end he was trying to say, "Oh, I did it all for you." Bullshit, you did.
Yeah.
I did not buy that at all. And then number 1 obviously is 1, and Vecna is just really great origin story, really great powers, really fun villain, really disturbing and creepy, and got some horror vibes through this more so than I have in any of the other seasons.
I have to say I love the moment between Papa and Paul Reiser's character when they talk about letting Elle go, and you could see the relatability of the real world scenario between the one parent who wants to control everything and keep the other ones and keep the kids safe, and the other parent who said, no, we agreed, we were going to tell them what it was like and then let them choose, and this is what she's choosing. It just made me think of parenting in general, which we're not parents except to dogs, so this is not real world experience at all, but it made me think of how tough it must be to be a parent, because Papa's a crazy person who wants to control her, to use her as an experiment. But I think that taking this out of context, you can see the parent that really wants to just be controlling to keep the kid safe, and the other parent who wants to let the kid grow up and make their own decisions for better or worse.
Well, it's to draw more real, to draw a real life comparison and build upon that. It's the parent that pushes their kid so hard, and it's just rides them so much. It's the show mom or whatever that makes their kid go to all these auditions and do all these talent shows and everything like that. And it's that's because I just want the best for you. I want you to be the best. But it's they're also living vicariously through that person. And it's the same way with Papa and Elle. Yeah. It's he wanted Elle to be at her best, because it's all right, now then it makes him feel better. Like
it's his accomplishment.
Yeah, it's his creation. This is my accomplishment. I give you Elle, and Elle is like, you know, the strongest person in the world, and it can beat you, One, because like One was already that like super powerful to begin with, even before Papa, and so so Elle, you know, being even better would give him like more validation. So I think that's also where yes, that's another reason I hate him.
Yeah, with good reason.
You'll have to let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And here's 3 favorite characters from this season. If you can pick 3, I know it's super tough. And your favorite episode from this season as well. And if you want to see our full reactions, go ahead and check out Patreon. We got a link below in the description of this video. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Stranger Things Season 4, Episode 9. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.